This is Michelle Marie Aitchison. She's my grandma. Even though she passed away when I was only in 3rd grade, she still had a huge impact on my life. I've always considered her a role model.
I have always remembered Grandma Michelle to be very kind and patient and like spunky as well.
She was silly and outgoing, and she always put others before herself and made sure to reach out and help everyone that she could.
She had a spark for life and a gift of helping people feel loved. She made everyday tasks an adventure and made sure each grandchild felt special and seen. She was an amazing mother who was invested in her children's hobbies and ferociously supported them. She was always trying to improve herself. She taught herself to draw and paint and wrote stories even though she dealt with dyslexia. She learned how to be a masseuse and opened her own business. She loved Native American culture and fairies and brought an aura of peace with her.
I always remember going to her house, and she had an irrigation system instead of sprinklers, and she would turn it on and flood her backyard, and we'd go in and play fun games. And then I remember her making us silly food, and one that I remember the most is a sandwich with blue Jell-O and radishes on.
She had a lot of different hobbies. She had a lot of different talents because she would try so many different things like massage and ceramics and painting and different avenues.
She died when I was 2, so I don't really have many of my own memories. All the memories I have, I've been told from years of getting together and just sharing our memories of her.
On her birthday, we go to her favorite park and we write different sayings and different words on rocks that help us to remember the things that she taught us and help us remember who she is to us.
We write on rocks to spread around the park, hoping that someone will pick them up and read the message on it and brighten their day.
We do this birthday thing with the rocks I remember her by, but the simple thing I remember her is seeing purple, and I just think of her because she always wore purple shirts, purple scarves. Purple is just Grandma Michelle's color.
And we do that as well on Memorial Day. And we'll go to her gazebo, which is here. She was cremated, and so instead of having a grave that we go and visit her, we go here.
On Memorial Day, we visit the gazebo at Boise's train depot. When she died, our family rebuilt the gazebo and dedicated it to her. The train depot is a gathering place for our family and therefore was really important to her because family meant everything.
And we always talk about stories that we remember from her. So, some of the things I remember the most about her didn't even happen to me. It happened when my aunts were kids. And so, I integrate that into my life and make her come to life. Even though I wasn't around long enough to remember her, she's still I remember her.
I think her legacy is definitely one of kindness.
I learned to be yourself. Don't be afraid of what others are gonna think. Just have fun, and if people are gonna judge you, then so be it.
Reaching out to other people, being aware of other people's needs and being willing to help in those needs. She's the kind of person who would just send you a text when she was thinking of you, give you a phone call. She would go out of her way to just be there, to be supportive and to just be a jolly person. And so all things that emulate that is the legacy that she left.
I think the biggest thing was be kind.
She always taught us to help others and go to everyone's activities, go to cousins' basketball games, help out family when you can. She also just taught us to be silly, have fun.
And she was awesome, so I think that we all want to be as much like her as we can, so we try to take those things that we've been told about her into our own lives.
I've always considered her a role model. As I grew older, I realized that she was a human with flaws that accompanied all these wonderful traits. I realized that she was a person, not just my image of perfection. But that only deepened my appreciation of her, because that means that she consistently chose to be what she stood for. She had the opportunity to coast, but refused. And that's the person I want to be like.